Alright, so in our last video we looked at how defining the problem, which is our energy is being harvested, our energy is being taken, our life force is being taxed at every turn. This is the first of a couple of videos that's going to look at what we can do about it. Like I said, first you have to identify the problem. So we looked at in depth at the problem in the last clip. I'm just going to top end that and then start to look at some solutions. So media that's designed to trigger outrage in terms of your response is just one clear, plain example of how such things can make us have an energetic flare-up, if you like. Create an energetic flare that doesn't make us feel good, that I put to you something else is benefiting from. So posts that pull you into debate where, you know, the only thing you feel necessary now to do is to defend your current beliefs and your opinions, like your life depended on it. But while you're fighting in comment sections and endlessly scrolling to refresh your feed, your energy is being drained. Every heated debate, every emotional exchange costs you. And the more exhausted you become, the easier you are to keep hooked into the programming. Simple reason being, you simply just don't have the energy to step back and reflect. Streaming services, they're another major player in this game, feeding you endless content tailored to keep you binge watching, all to ensure that you are always consuming, always distracted. I'm sure that as I'm defining the problem for you, laying it out for you what the problem is, the mirror side coin, which is the first possible solution that comes to mind, is you are innately already aware of. You already know from me talking about what I'm talking about here, what you need to do in order to start taking your energy back. But TV and mainstream media are not the only culprits to your energy deficit. This also includes what you listen to. So music, which was once a powerful tool for inspiration and healing, has been co-opted as yet another mechanism of control. The harmonious frequencies of the past, those that were in complete harmony with nature, that uplifted our very spirit, have been replaced with engineered sounds to keep you stuck in much lower emotional states. Look at the demonic music that dominates popular music now. Heavy bass lines with repetitive beats tap into your most primal instincts, evoking feelings of aggression, despair, longing, keeping you firmly trapped in survival mode, reactive rather than reflective. Just look at the lyrics that glorify toxic relationships, focus on unattainable wealth and superficial lifestyles. They promote promiscuity, immoral conduct, disrespect to the sacred feminine, and to the beauty of women. My now 18-year-old son used to listen to drill music. Fucking noise that actually started to wind me up as soon as I listened to it. The lyrics are such garbage, create a sense of lack, convincing you that you are not enough unless you chase the ideas that they're selling. And the more you listen, the more the ideas start to take root, subtly corroding and shaping your perceptions and priorities. So yes, music is yet another tool that they've used for energy extraction. So unlike the timeless melodies of the past that we all felt uplift us, taking us into a state of contemplation and reflection, rather than like the modern day music of today, which just makes you agitated and reactive. The music of today is designed to hold your attention just long enough to keep you listening, but not long enough to inspire any lasting change. Yet another means just to keep you fragmented, distracted and emotionally depleted. Like social media and streaming services, music has just become another tool in the system to keep you drained. So here now begins the solution. Here's the first way to start plugging your precious energy leaks. Start by asking yourself, how much time, energy and focus are you actually giving away to media and technology? How often are you triggering to content that makes you feel outraged, or listening to songs that make you feel inadequate, or just simply binge watching on Netflix? Truth is, these energy drains are everywhere, woven into the fabric of daily life that we deem as reality. So recognizing this is the first step to breaking free. Once you see how these tools are being used against you, and trust me again when I tell you, you can't fucking unsee once you've seen, now your journey for regaining control begins. Control over your focus, over your emotions, over your intentions, over your attention. Ultimately, control over your life, with you in the driving seat. For this is where your true power lies. Breaking free from the system begins with one essential step: reclaiming your focus. So stop playing the game. Your attention is the most valuable resource that you possess. And as I said in the last clip, it's specifically what they've targeted. So then, the first thing you need to do is limit your exposure to fear-driven narratives that keep you in the fight-flight response. Ask yourself how much of your media consumption actually contributes in any way anything positive to any part of your life. My guess would be that over 90% of it doesn't give you anything of worth. On the contrary, all it does is drain you, draining your life force, as we've already discussed. Turn off the 24-hour news cycle. Fuck off the BBC and CNN if you haven't done it already, because it's all designed to keep you in fight-flight mode. Mute the notifications that disrupt your day. Take regular breaks from social media, where outrage and diversiveness dominate. Know that these platforms don't just inform, they manipulate. Manipulation is their primary function. And the less you engage in their distractions, the more of your energy that you will reclaim. Reclaim for yourself. Set aside a time each day to check your messages and anything else that you think you need to check, anything else that you deem necessary. Then leave the fucking phone alone. If necessary, designate a time slot, 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Set an alarm if you must. But once you've done what you need, get away from it. And get away from it at regular periods. You've got to give yourself that essential respite. And avoiding such distractions is really only just the beginning, because from here now you've got to redirect that energy that you saved towards something that's much more productive, something that relates to creativity and pursuits that align with your values, whether it's writing, journaling, painting, building something amazing, or simply just productive problem solving. Is a powerful act of defiance against a system that thrives on passive consumption. Once you start to do this, the first thing you'll recognize is how your energy is yours to shape. That control of it is actually within your power. Take it slow at first if you must. Start by noticing when you are endlessly just scrolling on your phone. See it. See this and recognize it for what it is. Just a total absorption of your precious time that could be better spent elsewhere doing something much more productive and creative for you. See yourself doing it and stop it now. Put the phone down and then go off and do something else. I give you that as a challenge the next time you catch yourself doing it. Recognise how this small act of defiance is in your fucking power. Your power to be reclaimed. The path towards recovery of your energy starts with reclaiming the time, effort and focus that you apply to things. Like I said before, the greatest fuck you back to those that have imposed this upon modern society is to become the very best version of you in every way, shape and form possible. Become a full spectrum being that seeks balance and alignment within all aspects of this human experience. Health, wealth and happiness. Remembering that wealth isn't just measured by financial. Wealth is measured by all the things that resonate, love and light in your life. The people that you love, the places that you like to be, the precious times you spend with those you care about, the great experiences that you are still yet to have that will become fantastic memories. This is wealth. Treasure moments. Yes, we all need to pay the bills and become solvent in a financial sense, but true happiness first comes from inside. Not from the material shit that we all externally gather like precious clutter. It's time to reevaluate what is really precious in life and apply focus and attention to making every element of that the very best that you can make it with whatever limited resources that you have right now. Start to become internally reflective on what we can control, rather than constantly reactive to what we can't. Our greatest battles are the personal battles that lie within each and every one of us. This is sixth generation warfare, where most don't even know they're at war. This is a spiritual battle for our soul, for each of us. Much like the Truman Show, each of us is Truman, each with our own internal personal battles, coming from the imposed external programming that has been sapping our very life force. First, we have to see it. And such battles take so many forms. Each becomes just like a habitual addiction that comes with a filter of denial in place. This filter creates willful ignorance to the point where we innately know but choose denial so as not to act upon our understanding. It's quite unforgivable, really. If an array of external stimuli is constantly seeking your focus and your attention and your energy via shallow promises of dopamine hits and instant gratification that lead to an almost immediate deflative letdown, leaving you with less energy and vitality, the solution is fucking clear and simple. Stop engaging and start limiting your fucking consumption. So this is where we will start in terms of solutions regarding what you can actually do about it. The next video in this series will look at many more things that we can do that you're probably not doing that will indeed offer a tangible change if applied with focus and attention. For now, control of your consumption of mainstream media is a good place to start because it will highlight for you immediately how the what I'm talking about is really in plain sight, hid behind a shroud of deception. That is until you know. It will also highlight for you how much of your power has already been taken. Like I said, this is a spiritual battle, a battle for soul, a battle for your consciousness. Limiting your exposure to media and technology will reveal itself as a test, a battle of a kind, a battle against an already indoctrinated programming that we've all been victim to at some point or another. Although what I'm telling you is a logical solution, limit your social media exposure, stop playing the game, stop consuming. Habits of comfort will seek to keep you in the current programming. Denial will filter your logic and your judgment, and discomfort that change offers will do its utmost to stop you from taking any said action because it knows such action will lead to betterment, and it don't want that, so you'll meet resistance. So here you will identify just one of many internal battles that must be and can be overcome as long as you apply due diligence. A battle against the current programming that most follow blindly as the only script that there is. Well, I put it to you that you don't need to fucking blindly follow their script. You don't need to blindly follow the script of the masses. You can write your own fucking script. And that begins with taking your power back. This is really a good starting point. It will create momentum and motivation. It will give you the first inclination in terms of realization that you really too can control mind. You can control where you put your focus and intention. You can control what you apply your attention to. It is within your power. That's liberating because it points to the statement that we really do have the power to co-create our experience within this realm. And it begins with taking back your energy so that you can apply it more productively. So until I see you with a follow-up, and there's many more things that you can do from a health perspective, from a mental perspective, from a spiritual perspective. There's loads of tools available to you that you just haven't maybe understood yet, haven't realized yet, that will help you reclaim your energy. And once you start to do it, you'll gather momentum. But until then, I want you to make a structured plan just for the next 7 days to see how best you can limit your media consumption. Limit your consumption to that which is truly draining you, and then seek to apply that energy in a more productive direction. What you will do by doing this is you will recognize the following. Internal battles are real, and this is just one of them. The other thing that you'll realise is, with applied focus, attention and intention geared towards something better in your life, you can control this internal battle. You can control the outcome of this particular internal battle and take your energy back. Well, if that's so, and I'm telling you it is, what else can you do to take back the control of the precious reins that have been in charge of you for so long? What else can you achieve as you take back the reins that were previously controlled by something else? What else can you do when you gather that energy and apply it to something much more productive? I put it to you, you can start living the life that you want to live. Well, like I said, food for thought. This is just the beginning. It's a good start point, right? Plug in your energy leaks. To be continued. Peace.